we already have, we're messing with that, only in the sense of medicine, pills, drugs. But I remember hearing this thing, it deletes bad memories. I know I'm not talking about that movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind where they made this phony ad campaign like they delete bad memories. A good movie, by the way. And it touches on some of these issues. But the deal with this thing is this pill you take, or whatever it was. Maybe they inject it, I don't know. You recall a traumatic memory that's been really bugging you. I'm sure that's that's such a paltry term to use. It's really bugging you. No, like someone with post-traumatic stress disorder remembering their wartime. And nearly dying and seeing their friends die and stuff, and that memory can haunt you. It can screw with your head for a very long time. There's an awful lot of pain with that, or a victim of rape, and that memory haunts you. And then, so the deal with this experimental treatment is you recall that memory, and you start thinking about it piece by piece of everything that happened. And while you're thinking about it, they put this drug in you, injection or pill, or I forget how it works. But they put the drug in you and it goes to the brain. And then, a few minutes later, whatever, when you stop thinking about that memory, it doesn't bug you so much. You actually literally remember the facts of the case. The rape victim will still remember that she was raped, but now, so the theory goes, or I don't know if it works yet, now, like, you aren't bothered by it very much. It's like, oh, I understand that, and moving on. Which, all the power to people who need that, rape victims, or victims of any other violent crime, post-traumatic stress disorder sort of thing, people who want release from that, and I can see why you'd want that, but what happens when we start using that frivolously? Particularly when it doesn't even require a pill, full-on electric mind-writing technology. And it's just like, wow, this thing is bugging me. Zap. Yep, not anymore. Or, much more on the scary side of the equation, it's bugging someone else. Zap. Not bugging you anymore. Like, wow, I'm really concerned about global warming. No, you're not. Zap. Huh. I'm not actually concerned about global warming anymore. Ah! What would that do? It all depends on who has the mind zappers, I suppose. Gee, I hope and pray we don't have those anytime soon. At least not before we figure out, like, how on earth we would make sure they're used responsibly. Or something. Mind-writing technology? Ah! Ah! Again, I don't believe in panic. But, yeah, sometime in this next century, that'll probably happen. For good or for evil. And like any technology, you can use this stuff for the good, for whatever purposes or intentions or whatever effects. Yeah, I sort of wish the human race were more mature, more deserving of such a thing. I can't imagine what they do for people who want to spread propaganda, Zap, 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 zap. Do you know how much all the paranoid schizophrenics are going to suffer when mind reading and mind writing technology actually become real? Heck, how much will the paranoid schizophrenics suffer? Maybe someone will zap them and they won't be paranoid anymore. Which will make the rest of us paranoid. That we might get, and then we'll get zapped, and then we'll, or hopefully not. You gotta have some anti-zapping hats. No one right, because really, I could embrace the mind-reading stuff, if it was voluntary, for my own use, and I could use it for my creative things, and that would be useful. But, I expect that I personally will really hold back much as I can on any sort of mind-writing stuff. Not where my skull is concerned, thank you. And for the moment, we all plodding along with our normal lives and stuff. And that's all good. That's all good. 10, 20 years though. Maybe 50 years, maybe 100. If this stuff takes longer than you'd expect, though, being technology, half the time it goes the other way. It takes shorter than you expect. Maybe. But within a century, I have to imagine, within a century, crap is gonna be weird. Good, bad, anything, I don't know. But stuff is gonna happen. So I implore you, future people, and also people watching me right now, which would be in the future, actually, because you're not watching me live anyway. I implore you, people of humanity, or whatever other alien species you might discover, please use this technology responsibly, if at all. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you later.